Good afternoon and welcome to a marvelous Monday. We are here for our weekly read aloud, and it is February. And along with Black History Month, Just Us in Books is celebrating love, love of self, love of others, and I have the perfect book. This is the cutest book ever, Buffalo Fluffalo. Buffalo Fluffalo, and our author is Bess Kalb. And I'm gonna warn you right now, this is a rhyming tongue twister. So Miss Justice might make a few mistakes, but trust me, it's not on purpose. Buffalo Fluffalo, here we go. There once was a Buffalo Fluffalo. A snuffalo scuffalo, surly old buffalo, who was ever so snarly and gnarly and tuffalo. I'm the Buffalo Fluffalo, I heave and I huffalo. Leave me alone because I've had enough-alo. One day, when old Fluff was especially miffed, a hammy old ram clomped up with a gift. I noticed you like to nap in the shade, so here's a big floppy wool hat that I made. How nice. Ram, he mooed in a manner so tuffalo, you must go away. I must rebuffalo. I don't need your rammy old hammy old help. It makes me want to stammer and yammer and yelp. The ram slunk away with his warm, woolly stuffalo, and old Mr. Buffalo snarled and he snuffaloed. I'm the Buffalo Fluffalo, I heave and I huffalo. Leave me alone because I've had enough-alo. So his friends are trying to be nice to him, but he isn't being a good friend right now. Let's see what happens. A prairie dog passed by mean Mr. Puffily. Excuse me, sir, I don't mean to sound goofily, but would you like to join me for flippies and funnels and romp and race in my tubular tunnels? Silly old weasel, cried Buffalo Fluffalo. I can't play in your tunnels on account of my puffalo. Leave me in peace. Go back to your burrow. Let me stomp around while I frown and I furrow. I'm the Buffalo Fluffalo. I heave and I huffalo. Leave me alone because I've had enough-alo. Then a squawky old crow perched on Fluffalo's horn, and Fluff looked at him with a sneer and a scorn. Hi there, old pal, said the crow with a smile. Want to chitter and chat and catch up for a while? No way, Fluffalo huffaloed, his first standing on end. I'm far too huffy to have time for friends. That's too bad, squawked the mangy old crow, because you seem like a guy I'd like to know. And just as Fluffalo reared up to shout, a dark, doomy cloud blocked the sun out. With a rumble and a grumble and a bangy loud blark, the whole Pierian mountains were covered in dark. Uh-oh, a storm's a-coming. Then, with one final thundery, blundering blump, the humpiest, heaviest cloud opened up, and down came the rain with a splash and a spluffalo right on the head of old Buffalo Fluffalo. I bet he doesn't like that. Squawk, said the crow with a grin on his beak. Why, Buffalo Fluffalo's just a pipsqueak. Then Ram and Prairie Dog gathered to see that indeed Mr. Fluff was so very wee. So look what that rain did to Mr. Buffalo Fluffalo. And his friends are looking like, wait a second. Look, cried the Ram, it's old Mr. Fluff, so little and piddle all wet in the buff. Everyone gawked, from the mice to the snakes, even the scaly old fish in the lakes. So that's everybody looking at him. And there he is. Oh dear. Oh dear. Fluff shouted, don't look at me. I'm not little. I'm tough as can be. He shimmied and shook to repuff his fluff. Then he snarled and he gnarled and stomped with a huff. I'm the Buffalo Fluffalo. I heave and I huffalo. Leave me alone because I've... He tried it. Because I've what? Stop, said the Ram. You don't have to act tough. We like you just fine, without all your puff. He's right, said the Prairie Dog, a smile in his eyes. You're great how you are, no matter your size. Yes, be who you are. I am? Sniffed the Buffalo, who wasn't so fluffalo. I'm sorry for being so grumpily and tuffalo. Without the fluff, I'm tiny and miserable. No, called the Crow. You're huggly and snuggly, kissable. Aww, how cute. And all the creatures from the bats to the bugs covered old Fluff with kisses and hugs. And that's how the story of Fluffalo ends, with a happy old buffalo snuggling his friends. The end. You're great how you are. And it was important that Mr. Buffalo Fluffalo understood that, you know what? You didn't have to be so big and tough. We love you just the way you are. And look at how this is the second cover. Mr. Buffalo Fluffalo, who wasn't so fluffalo, getting kisses from his friends. All right. I do hope you enjoyed our story for today, because sometimes all you need are warm fuzzies from your friends. Just us.